Here we go, right? With the bear market. Jesus Christ. Anyways, what's up, guys? Welcome. Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money, and so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of water from my Kaspa Maxi mug. Yeah, everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Kaspa. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First, we look we look at market performance for the past 24 hours. Second, we check out prices in details, and right after that, we will check on our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? Excuse me. Yeah, it is very funny to me because, like, just a couple of hours ago, what he was hearing about everybody talking about, yeah, we are in the bear market, this thing is going down, we are about to be. And that's the funniest thing, right? The thing is, people don't have patience. People don't have patience. They say history doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. I have never seen an asset or any kind of market. I don't know, maybe you know one, but you can help me down in the comments below. I have not seen an asset that went up in a straight line. I didn't see it. I haven't seen it yet. Maybe there will be one in the future, but I haven't seen one. Assets go up, they go up, take breathers, recharge, again go up, because in every situation there is always a seller and there is always a buyer. In most of the situations, we do have more sellers at a point and more buyers at a point. That's what balances the scales. Because if everybody was hodling, the asset will not go up. It won't. It's the same thing. Like, you have this situation right now. Let's say everybody's buying Bitcoin. Yeah. If everybody was buying Bitcoin, or just say Kaspa, everybody buying Kaspa, nobody selling, yeah, a time is going to come when it's going to be very, very painful. Very painful. But regardless, it's not all about that. It's all about mentality in here. Okay? It's not what do you want? What are you baiting for? What are you? What horse are you baiting on? That is the whole part of investing. Like I told you yesterday, the biggest confusion is in all of it is when you start treating your long-term investment as a daily trade. When you start to do that, you end up making mistakes that you will regret forever. That's the problem. When I started just on trading on spot. That's what I started. I was chasing candles left and right. I will admit, yeah, I was there. Until I started having a defined strategy. Defined strategy on, okay, on what? Like, what am I going to do next? I can't keep just trading on spot, right? And I'm not saying you should go and do the same. Everybody's not the same. Okay, everybody's not the same. For me, it hit me because all I did, like, yeah, I buy some coins. Some of them I win, some of them I lose, some of them it was so crazy to deal with. And I was like, nah, wait a minute. I gotta do something different. I have to find a strategy that will work. Okay. To be honest with you, before I learned anything about Kaspa, my plan was simple. I was gonna hold my 30 bitcoins, okay, hold them until that thing start to reach 500,000 to what, 3 to 500,000, then I'll sell it. But on the meantime, because before Bitcoin gets there, I'm gonna need money, right? I'm gonna need income, source of revenue. So my plan was to just use leverage. Get a little money, let's 10 grand or something, get into the leverage position in which as Bitcoin is going up, I'm making money out of it. And then when the bear market is over, or when I feel like when the bull market is over, or when I feel like it is over, I was going to be shorting Bitcoin. Short it, and then that's how I was going to make money when the market is going up and when the market is coming down. But along the way, I discovered Kaspa. I did discover Kaspa, and then, yeah, the same strategy I am applying. I'm buying Kaspa on spot, okay, and I'm leverage trading it because I only got one goal. I don't want to sell my spot account unless I have to. I'm going to make money when the market goes up on leverage. I'm also going to make money when the market comes down on leverage. That's how I'm going to do it. The question is, what are you doing about it? People saying like, yeah, there are multiple signals out there. We don't know what will happen, which is true. Which is true. Nobody knows what will happen. But there are some things out there that can help you leaning towards a direction, and not following things just like sheep. Not following things just because everybody and their grandmama is saying it. You understand? Those are the kind of things you have to look out for. Like for this run, for example, on which I've said it here 1,001 times. I told everybody, this run is different. And when the market's price started going down the other day, and I was saying, no, we are not in the bear market yet. We've seen this happen time after time. Bitcoin goes up during the bull run. It goes up, and we have corrections like 30% correction, 40, 50% correction, and it still went up. We know, right? If you check, when was it? During the COVID, remember? Bitcoin went up, it was going, and then all of a sudden COVID hit, blah 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 happened, price came down like drastically. Everybody was calling for a bear market, right? What happened? You remember? Bitcoin rallied up again. Rallied to what, 64, $70,000 what it rallied before having the bear market. See? Things like this happen, and when I tell you like, yeah, I look at indicators, I look at other things, like I look at gold sometimes, which again, gold is showing us that we are not at the top yet, but we are getting close, very close. Another favorite one, like I show you guys every day, is the Pi cycle top. The Pi cycle top is showing that we are not even close to that yet. A lot of you might not see how it makes sense, but I keep telling you, Bitcoin is hunting for that $150,000, $160,000. You see the correction that we had, we went down to $89,000, $88,000. That was 30%, and now we're about to start seeing a rally up. This rally up, that might take it to that $150,000, $160,000. How long will it take to get there? Nobody knows. You might wake up tomorrow and you're right there. Well, you're right there at 150, 160,000. All I'm saying, like for me, okay, I am paying attention to that Pi cycle top, because that, my friends, will show you, will say a lot of things that most people don't want to talk about. You will see it then. It will show you. If you go look at all the bull runs, it has always happened. It has always happened. Even that Pi cycle top, it is acting different this bull run. Normally we usually see the red line go above the blue line, and then before you know it, it starts to reach the top. But the way I'm looking at it this time, it is funny because the blue line is coming down. It's like curving down already without being touched, without the red one going over it. Is it a fake out? Maybe. That's what I'm saying. I'm paying attention to these kind of things, because the way I see it, okay, right now, when you start to look at the blue line, when you look at it, it is sitting at $204,000. That's where it's sitting at right now. And if it keeps coming down, you might have it merge or converge with the red line at that $150,000 to $160,000. It might merge right there. That's what I'm paying attention to it, right? People are, how do you say it? People are not paying attention. Everybody else and their grandmama is looking at it. But when you stick to that strategy, like I said at the beginning, when you have a strategy, you will stop chasing your tails. You will stop doing that. I myself, I was one of them, like I said, until I had a strategy. Now we're looking at it, and everybody's talking about, oh, look at the monetary system, the global money, M2 supply. And I'm like, yeah, M2 supply is high because everybody has already printed money. It has happened. They are not going to print it again. I mean, look at Japanese, look at China, look at India, look at everybody. So people are just like, yeah, everybody confused about it, and I don't see the reason why you should be. All you should be doing right now is just watching the Fed, watch the macroeconomy, see how they're going to respond to this, because the dollar, like I said here time after time, inflation has just decimated the value of the dollar, left and right. You don't even have to go far. You remember, like 5, 6 years ago, a gallon of gas was sitting at 89 cents or a dollar something, thereabout. Now, a gallon of gas is sitting at 2.75. See, the same gallon of gas. If you went to Braid, like I remember a couple of years ago, Braid was 50 cents. Now a loaf of bread is costing almost $3. See, the value of dollar has been decimated so much, and that is not even the main problem. The main problem is that the dollar, okay, in the 70s, they swapped it from the gold standard to the dollar standard, okay? People trusted the dollar. This devaluation is kind of causing problems, and we've talked about it here time after time, okay? So you have that going on. You have the trade wars going on, and which again, due to trade wars, like I said, Trumpicius Magicius is busy trying to fix this. Like a couple of months ago, we had this problem, and China restricted the rare earth mineral. You guys remember that show, right? Everybody was measuring their dick, whose dick is more longer, or who has it shorter, between China and the United States, to the point that China either limited or completely stopped the exports of rare earth minerals. Now you have the US coming out, be like, you know what, we're gonna have our own facilities to do this. That way we are not depending 100% or on a large portion from China, right? That is happening right now. That again is trickling down into economy, how economy is acting, because now if you're not buying too much, you're not selling much, that whether we like it or not is going to come to affect everybody, because without those rare earth, they can produce computers, you cannot produce cell phone, electric cars, and all that nonsense that goes along with it, right? But you and I are sitting there, and people just asking themselves, okay, now what? Again, generational wealth, that's what it is. It is switching. Now if you look at rare earth mineral, for example, okay, government, the US has begun to adopt the same strategy that China has been doing. The only difference is that China is a communist government. US is a democratic, okay? China, whether they like it or not, they have to buy part of the companies operating in China. Therefore, they have control of those companies. The US, on the other hand, has also started to do that. US is buying people that deal with rare earth mineral, computer chips, and all that stuff. US has begun to buy their companies, like stakes into those companies, to control them, to know what's happening. Now, for you and I, we don't really care about what the US is doing. The problem that what we care about as a generational wealth is that US, the government supporting those companies, is going to lead to one thing, one thing only. The stocks of those companies are going to go up. Don't say I didn't tell you. Stocks of those companies is going to go up. So if you start investing in those stocks right now, because again, it's coming, okay? It's going to crash. We can't keep inflating for that long. We already know, yeah, macro ain't looking good. So you remember I told you, Kaspa, Quant, cash. Set the cash on the side. And those companies that the government is putting money into, when the crash happens, take your money and buy those stocks. I'm not going to tell you which of them they are because, again, they don't pay me to promote them or nothing, but you go do your own research and you will find. Okay? When you start finding them, you will find that there is major of them, 5 major companies that the US is paying, like acquiring their stocks, they're acquiring their property, which they're gonna pump money into. One of them, I think they just pumped around 700 or 800 million dollars into it not long ago. Again, generational wealth, right? We are even still waiting. The ISO 222 is about to go live. We're even still waiting for that. Once it happens, yeah, let's see how the market is going to react to it. And yet, you got people being bearish. You got people not understanding the way the market works. That is the funniest thing ever. Right now, again, I told you yesterday, go look at the fear and greed index. When the bear markets begins, fear and greed index don't used to be on the extreme fear. It's not there. When the bear market begins, usually you have fear and greed index on extreme bull. People, you're going to hear people start talking about, oh yeah, Bitcoin is going to $1 million in this run. Oh, Bitcoin is going to go to $300,000-500,000 this run. You are going to start hearing it. And trust me, once you start seeing Bitcoin start to go above 130, it will start. It will start. You never miss. Okay? So yeah, you have to sit ready for this kind of stuff. When everybody's crying going south, you gotta look off north. Okay, what's on north? That's what makes you part of the 1%. Part of it. That's what makes you part of the 1% and not part of the 99%. Understand? It's investment. Investment does not require anything other than your mind. Be concentrate on what you want. Like I said, I've told you guys, my Kaspa stays put. I'm not selling my spot account, but I'm going to try and make money on leverage. That's why you see me, I open a position. Market comes down. If it gets close, I open another one immediately because, like, guess what? Maybe that was the bottom. I'm trying to catch the bottom or close to the bottom as possible. And when this thing starts to run, everybody and their grandmama will be caught off guard. Like right now, I told you yesterday, go look at it. 99.9% of the people are shorting Bitcoin and every assets right now. And we know, how does these market makers work? They are going to, okay, you're about to get rug pulled. It looks like some people, they get slapped so many times, they begin to like it. That's how I see the crypto, or not just the crypto, investing market. That's how I see it. It's like you get slapped so many times. At first you cry because it's painful, and after a while, oh yeah, I think I like it. Slap me some more. And that's what is going on here. That's what is going on. Because the market is not showing signs at all of bear market. It's not showing. It's not showing it. So for me, I sit tight. I keep watching. I add to my positions and whatever I gotta do, because time is going to come when everybody else is going to remember this kind of stuff. Be like, oh my God, I was fooled. Okay, I was fooled. I'm not buying Kaspa for the how do you say it? For the price in the immediate short term. No, that's not me. I'm looking for generational wealth. And a bunch of you are going to cry about. I'm telling you, give it next, not too long, the next bull run. You are about to see what Kaspa is really worth. And another thing that I said a couple of times here is that Kaspa always defies gravity. People always forget that. And Kaspa still has nothing. Ecosystem is still coming up. Everything is still coming up. And by the bear market, that's when you're about to see Kaspa's potential begin. And when it starts, yeah, don't say I didn't tell you. Do not go, guys, do not go making decision based on your emotions. Be logical about them. Just don't sit there and try to make, oh, because everybody's selling, I am selling too. Oh, I'm losing, I'm selling. No, you have to look at it. Look at where the market is going. See, it has already started to pump today. Those of them who were busy crying about it yesterday, where are they today? And I'm telling you, all these people shorting the market are about to have them a very nice surprise. That's what they're about to have. Don't say I did not warn you, but you just have to look. Look at the macro. Everybody who was crying about Japan yesterday, $112 billion, did not even make a dent. But yet they sold, panicking out, right? The panic sold. Look at Bitcoin today from 88,000, we are back to 93,000 again. I'm telling you, that's how people lose money. That's how, just because they want to play stuff like ships, just because they want to do it, hey, everybody else is doing it. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. And before you know it, yeah, the crazy things begin to happen. So it's up to you. What kind of mentality do you have? What kind of plan do you have? Are you planning for the short term, or are you just planning for, or are you planning for a long time, or are you just doing stuff because everybody and their grandmama is doing it? I don't know about you. I want to retire in the next 5 years. Maybe your plan is different, but that's my plan. I mean, everybody who's want to come over here and try to drag me into be feeling negative, you're not going to get that point, because that's not me. I know what I want, seriously, and I can see it coming. Generational wealth, I can see it coming. Okay, so yeah, it's up to you. You don't want to make your moves, fine. You want to come over here and cry because there is a normal correction. Bitcoin from $125,000 to way to 88,000 or whatever it went, that was just 30% correction. And this correction, like I said, they are normal. You don't believe me? Go look at the last bull run and the bull run after that, and you will see they are all normal. If you panic, yeah, you're gonna lose. It's that simple. Anyway, let's go right quick. Let's go look at the market. You guys can see I'm fighting this sleep right now. But anyways, let's go look at the market right quick. And what do we have here on crypto bubbles? Back up there. I think I went past it. Come on. There you go. Crypto bubbles. See? That's what I'm telling you. It's not what you think. Bitcoin goes down, all coins go. Bitcoin go up, all coins go. It's the same thing, you see? Those of you who were panicking yesterday, what do you see now? Again, the Fed is going to come out and talk very soon. We're going to get the numbers, employment and inflation, all that stuff. We're about to see it. We're about to see even the true inflation, and all that is going to lead for a major another move. I'm not telling you, even if you cut rates, they are not going to print money. They're not going to do it. You okay? If you want to believe the opposite, well, that's you. Let's watch and see. Okay? Now, let's see. Start first with King Kaspa. KAS. For the past hour, 0.2% down, 1.9% up on the day, 12.5% down on the week, 18.1% down on the month, and 74.6% down on the year. Sitting at the market cap of $1.16 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $52.10 million. We look at Quant, QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. 1.2% down the last hour, 2.5% up on the day, 2% down on the week, 3.5% down on the month, and 7% down on the year. Sitting at the market cap of $1.18 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $24.42 million. Now we go look at Jasmine, the Japanese Bitcoin. We do have 0.3% down the last hour, 4.2% up on the day, 12.2% down on the week, 19.2% down on the month, and 62.6% up on the year. Sitting at a market cap of $402.18 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $41.66 million. Okay, look at Cubic. Let's see if they're still fighting that war with Monero. We have 0.2% down the last hour, 7.7% up on the day, 7.9% down on the week, 39.4% down on the month and 44.8% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $112.57 million and a 24 hours volume traded at 3.64 million dollars. Now, last but not the least, we look at Jonathan's pet turtle, which he called Bitcoin, and I call the orange guy. For the past hour, 0.3% down. On the day, 0.8% up, 10.1% down on the week, 14.7% down on the month, and 2.4% up on the year. Sitting at a market cap of $1.85 trillion and a 24 hours volume traded at $105.01 billion. See, Bitcoin, look at that Bitcoin numbers and then look at every coin that we just looked at. Same image, right? The same image, nothing changes, the same. But yet, you are going to see people crying about it, telling you money is going to trickle down. Did it? From 125,000 that Bitcoin went to 88,000. Did money trickle down? Nope, because everybody and their grandmama, like I'm telling you, people are saving cash because they know something very ugly is coming when we are all said and done with the microeconomy. Something very ugly is coming, but nobody else is paying attention to it right now, right? You are busy looking at Kaspa's price. That's what you are busy looking at. Anyways, let's go look at prices in details. Although, like I said, Bitcoin decides to reverse, TA is useless. And unfortunately, Bitcoin is tied to the macroeconomy. Whatever the macroeconomy does, Bitcoin is going to do. Like, go look at the ETFs. Did you see the numbers? I told you, manipulation to its finest. No matter what you try to do, that's what it is. They're going to manipulate it because they found a way. Before it used to be you and I buying or selling Bitcoin like the way we like it. Right now, it's no longer like that. They are manipulating Bitcoin prices using those ETFs. Kaspa is not there yet, and that's the point. Like I keep emphasizing, you need to get Kaspa right now before you start to hear about Kaspa's ETF, Kaspa's total value, Kaspa this and that, Kaspa staking. You need to do it now. Because face it, sooner than later, we are going to get to that level that Bitcoin is. Because all these people, the government, the private investor, the big money people, they don't want to miss out. And they are going to get there. So if you pile up right now, you get your big bag of Kaspa, it wouldn't matter to you whether the ETF takes the price up. Yeah, sorry about that. It wouldn't matter to you whether the ETF takes the price up or it drops it. Because you will get in right in the bottom. I told you, I bought it less than 10 grand. Whether Bitcoin is up to 100,000 or back to 80,000, it doesn't bother me at all. Because I know Bitcoin, it will go to 300 to 500,000. Maybe the next bull run, not in this one. Then I will make my move, right? People who say we'll never pass 20,000, yeah, they lost money. Well, I remember when it went to 70,000 the first time, people were telling me, sell it, and I told them no. So even if I sell now at 93,000, I'm still higher. And I know Bitcoin is going to go up there, $300,000 to $500,000. Once you get there, then I will exit the market. That's me. But you, the same thing with Kaspa right now. Make a move. I double dare you. Make a move. Stop being a chicken. All right? Because the opportunities is slipping away from your hand. Slipping away. But anyways, now let's go look at the market. Prices in details, and I need trading view. This guy. Let's see here. Dixie going up, Bitcoin going up. Yep, we don't want that. We want to see an inverse correlation, right? And this is Kaspa on the hourly. You guys remember yesterday I was telling you guys, look at the ribbon. It was beginning to curve, right? We are not out of the woods yet. But one thing we can say for sure here is that this price, you see how it started to go up. Okay, normally it has to go through this moving average. Now, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna get rejected, or are we gonna use that as support? Like we already know what usually happens. This usually go up, get on top of the moving average and bounce from there. Or maybe it's go up there, get rejected, come back to retest the moving ribbon, then bounce from there. That's what we are all waiting for to see what's going to happen here on the hourly, okay? Excuse me. My nose is kind of closed up. As you can see, if I zoom it in, see the ribbon? It has begun to squeeze on the 1 hourly and it looks like it's going upwards. This is a bullish sign because that once it's begin to squeeze and it turns green, this price is going to run. So yeah, let's sit tight and watch. On this hourly, we still have around 4 minutes. 4 minutes left for it to close, and let's see what the next hourly candle is going to look like, right? Now, if you look at it on the 4 hourly, let's see. See? Perfectly. You can see the ribbon has also started to curve. See? It has started to curve. That's what's going on here. And one thing I like about this, that look at what the price is, 5.2 cents. So which means this thing is always, like I say, always goes up to retest the moving average. That to see if we get rejected or does it go through. That's what usually happens. So yeah, let's sit tight. Plus now, as we can see, Bitcoin has corrected for 30%, and then every 30% correction usually lead to a big recovery, a rally up, right? If you've been in the market for a while, you should be able to know this. Okay, if you don't, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Now let's look at it on the daily. What do we have? Yeah, daily hasn't moved yet. Daily still daily still waiting for the 4 hourly and the 1 hourly to make up their mind, right? But regardless, when I look at it, like I usually tell you guys, anything under the 12 cents is just noise. Nothing more, nothing less, just noise. It's going to be a lot of a lot of swing traders and all that stuff. Okay, so all you got to do is sit tight. Sit tight, make sure you have your ducks in counted for, and then excuse me. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know why I keep getting hiccups. But anyway, and accumulate. Because again, 12 cents is the major resistance. That's what I'm looking for. Right above that, we do have 15 cents. Once we conquer that, we start looking at 18, 19 cents before getting to the all-time high. And then we will get to price discovery. Trust me, things are moving smoothly for Kaspa. Igra Lab just announced. Everything is moving very, very smoothly. You want to sit over there and cry about it? Well, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, now let's go look at Quant. QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. Bam, just like I told you. Just like I told you yesterday. See, 1 hourly. Price always gets attracted to the moving average. It never fails. Look at that ribbon, curving up perfectly, curving. Now let's see if it turns green. That means this thing will keep on going. We also got to see, we just touch it, a little bit. We got to see what's going to happen here with this price. Is he going to break above it, use that as support, or is he going to get rejected to come back to the moving average? Because the moving average, as you can see, is curving upwards. So is he going to bounce it and then go back up? It is happening. All you got to do is sit tight. Sit tight and watch. That's why I open more positions. Like I told you guys, I keep my mouth where my money is. I open positions. As a matter of fact, now I have 6 positions open, right? Anyways, now let's go look at it on the 4 hourly. On the 4 hour, just exactly the same thing is happening. Look at that. Bitcoin rise above. See, we are going. On the 4 hour, we started to go. Like I told you, TA will not help you. As long as if Bitcoin starts to run right now, all these things are going to run with it. And that's exactly what's happening. If you look at it on the daily, nothing has changed. Still the same. Okay, so everybody and their grandmama telling you, yeah, we're in the bear market. I don't know. I don't know what they're basing their how you say it, their decision on. Like I told you, an asset, I usually see retest one time and start to go. This one Some people saying quant might come back down to retest at $72 and keep going. Yeah, I don't think so. If Bitcoin takes off right now back to 110, 115, quant is gone. That's all I can tell you. And if you can look at it, like I said, anything under $120, it is still just noise. Okay, because that's a swing trading, daily trading, all that stuff is happening there. Once we cross $120, $125, sorry, we will be looking at 151. After that, 164. Okay, that's what I keep telling you, 164. And after that, we're looking at 176. That's it, another resistance that we have to break. If we break that with the daily candle close, start looking at 230. After 230, start looking at all-time high before we get into price discovery. Now, this candle just started. A lot of people were telling me, yeah, that candle is still red, blah, blah, blah. No, we have 5 days for this weekly candle to close. 5 days. See this that just turned red? We have 5 days. After 5 days, let's see. If it closes green, yeah, we on. And I can tell you, it looks like it will close green. So yeah, let's watch and see what happens there. Okay. Anyways, now let's go look at Bitcoin right quick. Let's change this first to 4-hourly because Bitcoin is doing its thing. Everybody who was telling you different, and I keep telling you, Bitcoin is doing its thing. Bitcoin is eyeing that $140,000 to $150,000. As you guys can see, price has already broken above the moving average. I mean the ribbon. As you can see also, the ribbon is playing the classic curve, squeezing out. That's what is happening. Okay, and just like I said earlier, and every day, price always gets attracted to the moving average, and which is sitting right now at $97,000 Bitcoin. I don't know who you talking to or who is telling you stuff, but yeah, once the 1 hour reverses, the 4 hour is gonna go. After the 4 hour, you are going to get the daily. The daily is also going to go. I do have here November 24th. I do have it marked on my calendar. It looks like, yeah, this is going to be a good day for not just Bitcoin, but every crypto asset, because you guys already know everybody and their grandmama follows Bitcoin. If Bitcoin starts to run, they're all going to run. So yeah, it is happening. Just sit tight. Once we hit that 140 or $160,000 or that range, you are going to figure out what I'm telling you. Because again, look at the indicators. Look at that. See the blue line on the top? You can see it. It's not longer going up. It has started to curve downwards, okay? Look at the red line. It's also curving downwards, which tells me this blue line and this red line, they might be meeting between here 140 to 160, somewhere there. That's where they might be meeting. And once they do, yeah, downwards begins. But oh well, what do I know, right? They just sit tight and watch. And for you, yeah, if you want to make decision based on everybody's running, you gotta run too. Or instead of you just looking at the market and making sure that, yeah, things are not like they're telling you, things are different. Well, it's up to you, right? Like I said. Anyways, now let's go look at my positions right quick. But before we do that, please guys, like I keep saying, do not get into leverage trading unless you know what you're doing, because leverage trading is the easiest way you can lose your money. Okay, if you want to get into that, down below I do have Bydfi, Phemex, Margex, and Wix exchange. Follow up those links, sign up, meet their deposit requirements. Once you meet that, they are going to give you free money. Take out $20, start trading. If you can turn 20 into 40, 40 into 80, 80 into 160, so on and so forth, then you are ready. If you cannot do that, my friend, keep on practicing, because if you use big money, you are going to lose all your money. And when you lose it, you are going to become the next mayor of Wreck City. There's no two ways about it. Okay, don't say I didn't warn you. Anyways, now let's go look at my positions right quick. First, we'll start with Bydfi. Here, as I told you, I was going to open new positions. I opened a position on Jasmine. So here I am trading King Kaspa, okay, Quant, and Jasmine. My overall right here is sitting at $6,200 approximately. And if you look at my contracts, you will see that here on my quant, I am still down $3,600. Whoa. Yesterday, I remember when this thing was dropping, I was down over 4,500, I think. But well, I'm still down $3,600. On my Kaspa, I am down $170, which is not a problem. Well, we're still there, hanging in, right? And on my new trade on Jasmine, which I added to this, I am up $190. This is not what I'm looking for. For example, I told you guys, Jasmine on this run, it will still go to 60 cents. But even if it goes to 20, okay, 20 cents, I will be walking away with $110,000. The last previous all-time high, 30 cents, I will be walking away with $167,000 in profits, okay? 60 cents, like I told you guys, I will be walking away with $339,000. All this only risking $299. I'm going to scale it up because I know I'm going to make some more money if I scale it up. Well, let's watch the market, okay? Now, let's go look at Phemex. On Phemex, I'm only trading King Kaspa. And as you can see, on my overall here, after refreshing, $488. That's what I am, okay? Look at the contracts, I am still down $185. And as you can see, which is 29% of my positions, okay? Not a big deal. I'm trying to add another Jasmine position on here, but let's watch and see what the market does, okay? Now, last but not the least, week's exchange. Here, I also have two trades. I do have King Kaspa, and I'm also trading Quant. As you guys can see, my overall is sitting at $636, okay? If you look at my contracts, you will see that here, on my Quant, I am down just $11, okay? I'm just only leveraging $270. I'm going to scale it up with the time, okay? But just by this, you can see that if you go back to all-time high, this position will make me $13,000 just by leveraging $270. If you go to $700, this position will make me $25,000. Again, I'm just leveraging $270. See, the profits is there. But anyways, if you look at my Kaspa position, I am down $234, okay? And everything still look good. One thing, like if you pause them all, you will see that I am an aggressive trader. I never change. I trade at 50x and I don't use stop losses, okay? Now, last is going to be my son's Acorn account, which you guys already know. I'm teaching my son how to do this. And let's open it up. 485. Wow, he's doing good. See, we're now $485 going up. Nice, that's nice. And we're looking at his own what he got going up there. Is up 0.19% up today. And the stocks and ETFs, S&P 500 228, medium companies only 29, small companies only $14, and international companies $116. I wonder why he chose international companies to be on a bigger. But oh well, let's watch and see how things go on the bonds and ETFs. On the short bonds we do have $29, and on aggregate we do have $68. To be honest with you, I'm very proud of this boy. He's doing pretty good. Seriously, he is doing good. But anyways, yeah, you can see it. The opportunity is there. Don't wait for anybody to tell you different. Just get in. I double dare you, get in. You can thank me later. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. I see it sometimes I get 700-800 views. It doesn't take you more than just one click. Well, let's make it 700 views equal to 700 likes, right? You just like it too. Also, don't forget to comment, because I am very interested in knowing what you think about everything we talked about today. And also don't forget to share so that other millionaire-minded attitude like you and yours truly, we all can see these videos and the family can grow. You never know what you are going to learn from a stranger, trust me, okay? Until I see you in my next one, please, please, guys, take very good care of yourselves, okay? Bye bye.